But if they not be say Nigeria with the Jones, like let's be honest, like in terms of play, like Gabon against Super Eagles. Okay, people, I just want to believe that it's the outcome of the Nigeria versus Gabon that we wanted. That was what we got. And I want to believe or want to speak the minds of every Nigerian that we're happy. Yes, one step at a time, we're getting the job done, even if it's coming a bit late, but it's been done. And that is what we want to see. Because I remember I did a video where I was trying to express my displeasure about what was happening between NFF, the Super Eagles, the Sports Commission, and all the money payment and all of that. So I was really upset with the last minute outburst, of the whole thing. It was so messy, putting into consideration that there was a crucial match coming, and that was going to be like a distraction, or they need the 100%, concentration that they needed to get this job done. So I was one of those that said, yeah, the whole of Nigerians are behind the Super Eagles. They are actually questioning NFF and the Sports Commission why you are not paying them their money or why you're delaying payment. So we were all behind the Super Eagles. But we were also saying that while we are, behind you guys, go in there and get the job done. We're all saying that. We support you. We want you to be paid your money. We don't know what NFF is doing. They have to pay you guys your money. But in all of this, please just go in there and get the job done. Because if not, we will drag NFF, we will drag the Sports Commission, we will drag Super Eagles. I made that statement. But thank God, I am not sitting here to drag them. If for nothing, I'm here to praise them, because it's one thing for you to be in this kind of situation that, well, unfortunately, you guys put yourself in. But hey, there is this conscious effort to make things better. There is this last minute awakening in spirit, in physical hunger for the right result or for the best result. And Nigerians are happy, trying to forget the journey to this extent and want to follow you guys from now on and see how well you guys put yourselves into this game to get the result. Now, one down, I think two more to go. I actually was very, skeptical. I'm not going to lie, because in as much as you give us 4-0, yes, against Benin Republic, we're like, this mentality, how much or how well will you guys sustain it? But again, 4-4, 4 against the Republic, and now 4 against Gabon. Yes, we are seeing that spirit, that fighting spirit, and it's so beautiful to see. So I'm here to say, congratulations. The journey is still very long. Well, when I mean very long, I think they have 2 more matches to play. But hey, it's an Israelite journey. They are still on their way, but one step at a time. They are getting the job done. That is the most important thing. But anyway, if you're new here, my name is Osih-Oyelude. Thank you so much for joining. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. If you are a returning viewer, thank you so much. You are always, always, always the MVP. If you are a first-time viewer, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Okay? All right. So the Super Eagles against the Gabon national team. A long walk to this moment, and Nigerians are just so happy with the result. If you check the polls of the nation concerning this match, even the build up to this match, the whole brouhaha about the payment, we were all skeptical. I'm not going to lie. I did a video, you saw it. I was like, hey, are you guys ready for this? Are you guys prepared for this? Because Nigerians are hungry. Hungry for a win. Nigerians want to see you guys at the World Cup 2026. And if for nothing, we want some of you guys to experience the World Cup. If for nothing, Osimhen, who will continue to be the man of the match for Nigeria. Can you imagine? He was the hat-trick master against Benin Republic, and he still came out, to save the nation once again during Gabon. Yes, there was a little, at the 90th minute when he missed a goal that would have ended the going into extra time. But hey, he came back and gave us not one but two goals. And you see, you must have this inner strength. You must have this kind of confidence for you to miss at that 99.9 hour, and then you come back and not just one but two goals. Your mentality has to be top notch for you to dust out that moment of disappointment and go on to give us two goals.
And as a as a striker, I had to keep it moving. You understand? But it was bad. Immediately I missed the opportunity. I saw that the referee said we go into extra time. We go into extra time, and then I told my teammates, I'm sorry guys, I will correct it in the extra time.
So Osimhen is that guy. Osimhen is who he thinks he is. And that's why, you see, we have to protect that guy at all costs, because he is just an asset. A very huge one for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Because if you check some of the games that, we missed or we drew or somehow leading up to this moment, he wasn't there. I'm not saying, or I'm not trying to say that the other guys are not playing, because it's a teamwork. However you say it, it's a teamwork. But you cannot, deny Osimhen's presence in this team. He's just a top-notch player, and we cannot, help but to give him his flowers. This other guy, one Frederick guy, what's his name? Oh God, is it Frederick Benjamin? That guy was solid. Like when they say solid as the rock of Gibraltar, he was good. So you see, all of them, they brought their A game. Now, I must confess, the first half and the second half, it was a bit shaky. You see, I was that person that was watching. I would refresh people's, like Poja's page. I would refresh Super Eagles handle on Twitter to see their update. I just couldn't, as usual, a crucial match like this, I'm just always very nervous to sit down and watch full 90 minutes. It's not me. I'm not that person, because I can't stand the, oh, they're about to score. Hey, I just can't. It's better that after the whole game, I go back. If there is a win, I will now balance and watch highlights. If they lost the game, miss me on that. I'm never going back to watch it. You get? But because, it's so bad that if you don't eat before Super Eagles start playing their game, you just may not want to eat again. And the hunger or the appetite will come back. That depends on whatever the outcome is. Sometimes, if they lose that game, you might just go to bed hungry. Not even hungry, like not eating. But sometimes when they win, all of a sudden that appetite you didn't have comes back all of a sudden. That was my case. I couldn't even eat. I had something I had to do online, some work that I needed to do. I couldn't concentrate because I would peep when they want to look like they want to score Nigeria. I would go out again. Like, it was just like, off and on for me. But finally, they got the job done. That's the most important thing. And I'm so happy for them, because Nigerians were waiting. We are waiting to tie, if the outcome was the other way around, we're waiting to tie it to this last minute drama that he had with the NFF and the Sports Commission. We were waiting. I was waiting. I've said it, I'm their biggest fan, but you mess up, you collect. And I'm not the wait and not the do anything. Like, you go collect. So yeah, they got the job done, and we were waiting to see the winner of the other match. That's the match between Cameroon and the Congo DRC. A lot of people actually thought that it was going to be Nigeria versus Cameroon. That is those who thought Nigeria was going to win, because I'm sure there were other people. I know that there are some other people who supported Gabon and all of that. But if they not be say Nigeria, with the Jones, Let's be honest. Like in terms of play, like Gabon against Super Eagles. If not that the guys left everything at the dying minutes, like I'm talking about, Super Eagles. If not that they messed up their game from the day one, we're not supposed to be in this position. Now we're playing Gabon, and all of us were all thinking all of a sudden because of what Aubameyang. I hope I got the name right. Anyway, we're all thinking that with all the squad with the squad that we had, we were still very very skeptical about winning because with these Super Eagles, you can't tell when you think that they will do it. Hey, they come out and they can actually disappoint you. So yeah, that's why I couldn't even stick my neck out for them because so many times we've thought about them winning and then they messed up. So if you see the way the first half, because like I said, even if I wasn't watching, but a lot of people thought that the game was supposed to be ended by the first half, like give the goals, Nigeria scored the goals, and then, but we dragged. Now it got to the point where there was this, one Nigerian player, dragged at the 18-yard box, dragged one of the Gabonese players, and people thought that was a penalty. Now, I'm not a very, very technical person when it comes to deciding if that was a penalty because people are, the opinions are divided. A lot of people said, that it wasn't a penalty. A lot of people said it was supposed to be a penalty. And because of how much we Nigerians dragged the referee, because he's South African, that the guy couldn't bring himself to award that penalty. But I don't think so. We're all just trying to cruise. But the truth is that he went there, he looked at it. I want to believe that there was because he wasted time before coming out to give his verdict. So I'm thinking that there was something that made that thing not to be a penalty by his standard. You understand? By his standard, it's not fear Nigeria for what? He will give his verdict, and whether it favors us, China talk will go talk. But there was something he looked at. Now, some people argue that the way the ball was so high that even if the guy didn't pull the Gabonese down, his leg wouldn't have been able to read that ball, anyways. But like I said, I'm not technical like that, so I really don't know. But there was also a time that there was like a handball, that that was supposed to be against the Gabonese, like in favor of Nigeria. There was this thing about the goalkeeper and Osih-Oyelude. There was like other times too that they were supposed to root against them in favor of Nigeria. That didn't happen. So people are playing up only the penalty side that looks like it favored Nigeria. But there were other things that would have favored Nigeria that the man didn't, give. That if they had done that, maybe we would have had a penalty or like something in our favor. But so it's balanced out, if you ask me. It's balanced out. So yeah, I mean, let's be honest. That goal, if not that, it was an own goal. We scored ourselves. And again, you see, Nigeria, we should actually watch that own goal thing because it's becoming like a frequent thing and it's not even making any sense at all. I remember that was how we scored ourselves against, when we played against South Africa. William Troost-Ekong, the goal that South Africa had, it was an own goal. This one too. Though if there was like, I don't know if that goal would have entered, that Gabonese goal would have entered if that defender, had left it. Who knows if he would have caught it? I don't know. But I think the deflection, that's my own, the way I observed it, confused Nwabali. I'm sure Nwabali thought it was going the other way, and then he was not quick to dive for the ball. So that's the way I saw that. But anyway, thank God and that thing came at the very crucial minute, at the 89th minute. Like we shall, our guys, you should be careful because every minute is a dying minute for us. This is just the lifeline God has given to us again. And let's just be careful. Let's be careful. Because if it's that kind of a game that we will play at home and then we will go to their country to play, they already drew us now at home. So we will now go to their country and hope to win. You get what I mean? Because that was what happened, when Nigeria and Ghana played for the playoff to qualify for the last World Cup. We went to Ghana, we drew, it was 0-0, yeah, there was no goal. But Ghana came to Nigeria, we drew again, but in their own case, it was 1-1, like they scored here. That was how Ghana went to the World Cup, and Nigeria didn't go. So we all have to be very careful for those little technicalities, because they can come back to hurt you when you're not expecting it. So it was very, 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 very risky to allow that ball to enter, because you see, that game would have just ended 1-1. And then they already have one up against us. If it was that kind of rule that was going to apply here, and then we'll go to their country to play. And then we will now also put ourselves in another tight corner when you're going to go home to play. If, let's say, this game was being played in Nigeria, and then we have to go to their home to play. You see, like, it's very, very, when it's a crucial game like this, everybody needs to be very careful. That's the truth. Everyone just needs to be very careful. So yeah, congratulations to them. And it's still a long walk to freedom. We still have a long way to go. Yeah, 2 more games to play. If these guys, if they continue in this, winning mentality, they will get there. Now, they're not scoring those 1-0, 2-1. They are just like giving that goal that you come back for the opponent. It's very difficult. And that's what we love to see. Not all those 2-1, 2-2, because it's all those 2-1, 1-0, 0-0, 1-1 that got us in this mess. Right? So I'm just so happy for them. Well done to the team and for the coach, Eric Sekoshel. Now, a lot of people will still have their reservation about if he is a top guy when it comes to doing the job. I will always work with or give my opinion based on the results that I'm seeing. Some, like I said, I give room for those who know the technicalities, but this guy is still winning. He's still getting the job done. He came in to meet a team that was in disarray. The result was poor. There was no unity in play. Everything was in a mess. So for one, I was like, I don't know the magic this guy was coming to perform, because as at the time he came in, everything was already looking bad. We're already saying that we've already ruled out our World Cup chances. That's the truth. Because then we've already been beaten by Benin Republic. We've been drawing like Ogbono soup. We've been, everything has been just there and there. I think it was not Finidi George. It was even Finidi George that was the coach when we were beaten by Benin Republic in Cote d'Ivoire. So everything was in disarray. I was like, hey, they want to now bring a coach. They are bringing somebody, if it's somebody from Africa like us, we look everybody less, because we feel like, what can the Nigerian coach not do? What can that coach do that Nigerian coaches cannot do? So I look at him less, I'm not going to lie. I was like, oh, I think he's from Mali or so. I was like, and again, there was this video of a last Nations Cup where the guy, I think he coached the Malian team. Correct me if I'm wrong. So there was a 9-minute goal that they scored his team that the guy's smoke was coming out from his head, and they were pouring water on him. So I was like, is it this guy that they want to give to Super Eagles, to come and coach us? A team like the Super Eagles, I was expecting, for us, we'll never see, it's either our own or one European, coach coming from one European country, around the world. So we were, let me speak for myself. So that was how I was actually rating him. But I sat down a bit and said, this guy knows how huge Nigeria is in terms of football and in terms of Nigerians, the population, and our personality. For this guy to be bold enough to take this job at a time when the team was not in a good standing, this guy is bold. This guy is bold. I was like, okay, let me see what this guy is going to do. Even if I didn't give him a chance in my mind, I was like, what this guy's going to do? But you see, anybody who wants to say, even if eventually they don't qualify, which, we're still hoping they do, they cannot come out and say, let them remove this guy. Because you can't look at these results and say he didn't deliver. They can't look at it and say he didn't deliver. Next month, December, we'll start the Nations Cup. And we're also going to use that to rate him as well. Okay, we're still going to look at him. But hey, so far so good. The Unity Cup, even if it's just a Unity Cup, more like a friendly match, but it's a cup. We won it. 4 countries: Nigeria, Ghana, Trinidad and Tobago, and Jamaica. Nigeria won it under his watch. That counts for something, right? So yeah, we're also going to, judge him when we watch the Nations Cup. Okay? Another one is our keeper, Stanley Nwabali. There's been complaints from different quarters concerning this guy. And, the complaints are valid. I don't know. The Nwabali we saw during last AFCON is totally different from the Nwabali we are seeing now. Because it's looking like, the Nwabali we saw in AFCON was the one saving the day. But the Nwabali we are seeing now, any defensive error, the ball is going in. And his, what's the word now? His gra is too much. Like he needs to calm down. His better. It's too much. And it's not like people are calling him out just because they want to call him out. Because the guy is a solid guy compared to everyone else that, we've had in recent times. He's good. But he just needs to settle down just a bit. He just needs to settle down a bit. And, just be calm. Everything is no yiri gra, di. Like, just settle down, work with your guys. Don't be bringing, like bullish, like you're a bully, you're talking to people anyhow. Like, don't bring that thing, because you're working as a team. You see, any mistake, that as good as you appear, depends on your defense. So if you guys don't work together, it will show in your output, and you don't want that. Okay, you don't want that. So they need to work together so that they will achieve results. Finally, a lot of people wanted Cameroon to win DRC Congo. Now, I'm indifferent, because even if they are bringing Brazil, get ready to play who is coming. You cannot come out and say, no, we don't want Congo to play. We can beat Cameroon. No, we cannot. We don't want Cameroon we can beat Congo. No. Anybody who comes, just it's your guys. That's our guys, the Super Eagles, that we should be prepping to get ready for anybody that comes. Now, a lot of Nigerians that I saw who were giving commentary about this thing, looks like a lot of them wanted us to play Cameroon at the finals. Hey, now we're going to play DRC Congo, because Cameroon, I don't even know how, this might just be one of the World Cups they're not going to go, because they have the highest number of appearance for an African country at the World Cup. So this year, everything is just working against them, from re-electing that old man as their president, to the protests and everything that came up after it, to like the country at this moment, they are going through a lot. So I think for most of them, they're even happy that, okay, we can even come back. Even their national team and the football federation today, they are doing politics. Today, Samuel Eto'o and the coach, it was the man's name today, the white coach. They will have issues tomorrow. They will settle. Before, it was Rigobert's song, and then everything, and they landed in this coach. And now finally they're not going to the World Cup. But a lot of them are saying, yes, make we no go, make we sit down for house. Let's sort out our issues. We'll have more pressing issues to attend to. But hey, it is what it is. It is now Nigeria versus Democratic Republic of Congo. All we just need is that winning mentality to come back. That's what we win. That's what we need. Irrespective of who qualifies that we are meeting at the finals of this playoff, let us just go there and get the job done. Who is qualifying or who we are meeting should not be our problem. How prepared we are, that should be our problem. That should be our that's what our focus should be on. How we should continue to, drum it into our guys' ears that Nigerians are so vested in this. The more reason why you should be focused, the more reason why you should avoid all distraction, even if they are bringing the smallest country on the continent of Africa when it comes to football. They can mess you up. Any country can mess you up. Anybody where you look less can mess you up. Just go there with winning mentality, even if they are bringing the smallest country in terms of football. Just go there, go with the mind that you're playing Brazil, like you're playing Spain, you're playing Argentina, you're playing Germany, you're playing England, you're playing those top teams in the world. Go with that mentality and just get the job done. Okay? So we meet again on Sunday. Hopefully the guys will also make us proud. Yes, it's not Uhuru yet. We are happy for this win, but the celebration cannot be complete yet, until we get to that point where we'll say, okay, we are going to the 2026 World Cup. But for now, we're still, like I said, the Israelite journey, we're still on the way. So hopefully we will get there. There are a lot of people who have kept their armories to attack Nigeria. I know it's okay. Some countries that are waiting to stone Nigeria, yes, to laugh, to do. But hey, God, you're on this journey. There's a reason why you brought us this far. So please continue to lead us, because no, we cannot allow our enemies to laugh at us. We've come a long way, and we will continue until we get the job done. Okay. All right. So guys, what do you guys think? Let's continue the conversation in the comment section. Okay. All right then. I see you again in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Okay. All right. Bye for now.